Hey y'all, what's going on? Today I'm going to give you my first impressions of the OnePlus Watch 2. Now, I never did get to watch one, so I don't even remember what that looks like. It just didn't appeal to me. I just wasn't interested in it. But when the Watch 2 came out this year, this actually looked like a watch I was actually interested in, purchasing. So I did get it, and I will tell you this, I've only had it a few days, but I actually like this watch. Now, of course, I still have my Samsung Galaxy Watch 4 Classic. That rotating bezel, ain't nothing touching that, but I like this watch, honestly. Now, the current price for this watch is like $249 on Amazon.com. So, if you're interested in it, it has gone down $50. So it was $300 when it was first released, but now it's $249. Now, let's talk about the specs real quick. It ain't a whole lot to say. We just do this quick. Now, keep in mind, the watch doesn't come with cellular connectivity. So you can't put a SIM in here and use it as a standalone device. You just can't do that. It has to be connected to your phone at all times, Bluetooth only. Now, it does have a 46 millimeter casing. With the build quality, you got a stainless steel frame, which feels very, very premium. I like that, and I like the weight of it. With the build quality, you got a stainless steel frame, which I just mentioned. Sorry, you got IP68 water and dust resistance. Now, the straps are compatible with all standard 22 millimeter straps, so you definitely can change these straps out, which I'll probably do. But the strap that's on here is rubber, and it's pretty comfortable, the majority of the time. Now, with the display, you're getting an AMOLED display with 1,000 nits brightness. Now, this device does get bright, gets nice and bright, so no problem seeing it outside at all, not at all. And that's pretty bright for a watch. All right, with the protection, you get the sapphire crystal glass, which feels really, really good. And you hardly get any smudges. Unlike my Watch 4 Classic, that thing smudges so easily at the least little touch of that glass. It got fingerprints and smudges all over it. But this is almost like anti-fingerprints. I'm serious. And I like that, especially because it doesn't have a rotating bezel. So you always have to touch the screen to do anything. But I hardly ever see any smudges unless there's literally something on my fingers. But I like that. All right. Internal storage, 32 gigs. RAM, 2 gigs. You do get NFC, so you can make payments and stuff with your watch, which is always convenient. GPS, you got your heart rate sensor. It comes with a 500 milliamp hour battery. Now, they claim 100 hours of usage. Now, I'm never going to get 100 hours, and you may say, well, why? Well, because that's primarily what you turning your wrist, not having the always on display on all the time. I don't operate my watches like that. I want to see the time at all times. So my always on display is always on. So I'm going to get definitely less than 100 hours. So right now, I will say I'm getting I think close to 3 days. And that's impressive because that's way more than what I'm getting from my Watch 4 Classic. Only thing I can get out of that is a full day. That's good for a good day. And, and then that's it. That's not even a 2-day watch. It's not. And it's nice when you have a smartwatch that you only have to charge, every 3 days. It's similar to that of the OnePlus 12, which I get literally 2 days. So, OnePlus, they just know how to optimize their software on their devices, whether it be the watch or whether it be the smartphones, where you get a lot of battery life. And I like that. And I don't know why Samsung just is not good at that. They're just not good at battery life. They're just not. Let's keep it real. Now, with my Huawei GT3, that nothing's touching that because that's 15 days of battery life. And that's with the always on display on. Now, with the always on display off, 30 days. Now, I've tested that. That watch is the truth. I just wish that the text was a lot larger on it. And right now, for some reason, it's not compatible. The software is not compatible with my S23 Ultra. I can use that watch with my Note 20 Ultra, but not with the S23 Ultra, which is extremely disappointing to me. And that annoys me. That really annoys me. But back to this watch. All right. So 7.5 watts of wired charging. Now, the only thing that's kind of sucks about that is that the charger it has pins in it. So you have to, line up the pins. See those pins right here? You have to line up the charger to these pins. It has no wireless charging. So even though the OnePlus 12 has reverse wireless charging, you can't use this. You can't use that phone to charge up this watch. It's not going to work. It's only wired only. So no wireless charging available, which I think is, unfortunate. That is unfortunate. All right. Now with the chipset, you get the Snapdragon W5 Generation 1. So that's all the specs. Well, let's take a look at this beautiful watch. Now you get a ton, and I mean a ton of different watch faces. I mean a lot of them. You have to download. Let me show you that app. Hold on a second. Show you the app you got to download if you get this. Pull it up on my phone. I think it's O Health. Yeah, O Health. So it's going to look like this. Now, I'm going to get into all of these different settings and all that stuff when I do my full review. Not going to get in here, but it's called O Health. Let me pull it up on so you can actually see it on the Play Store. I'll bring it right up. Type in O Health. There you go. See it right there? O Health. See, I already got it installed. So that's for the watch. That's what you got to download in order to be able to use the app and use the watch, at its fullest. So my first impressions is I'm impressed because I love this stainless steel. I love the way this watch feels. I like the weight of it. It doesn't feel super light and cheap. It feels very premium. I love this sapphire crystal, the way it feels. And like I said, no smudges, hardly any. You're constantly using this because there's no rotating bezel. But as you can see, there's hardly any smudges at all. I mean, you can't really see any smudges on this. So I like that. I'm impressed. But once again, like I said, a lot of different watch faces. It gets super bright. You have your button for your different operations right now. I'm using, a code to open it. But there's so many different, functions of this watch. And like I said, I'm going to get into that when I do my full review. But I like the straps. Very comfortable. You can take these off with these pins right here on the side. Now, the back of this is plastic, but the frame of it is stainless steel with that sapphire crystal. Nice, comfortable straps. You're going to like this. You're definitely going to like this if you're considering getting this. Now, I'm not going to say you're going to like it better than the Samsung because of that rotating bezel on the Watch 4. And also, there's a few other things about the Samsung that I like better than this. But the number one thing I like better on this than the Samsung is the battery life. The battery life on here is just so much better. Like I said, 3 days. You ain't getting 3 days on that watch. Even if you're turning your wrist and doing all of that, you're not getting 3 days. It's not happening. All right. So this is just my first impressions. I'm definitely impressed with this watch. I like it a lot. I like all those different watch faces that it offers, and it offers so many different ways you can customize those watch faces, which I like because, all of us, we like different things, and it's nice when you can customize your phone and customize your watch however you want. And they give you a whole lot of options and different ways to customize the watch face. And like I said, there's a ton of watch faces that they offer that are all free. And that's what's up. So you really are not going to need to actually buy any unless it's just something that pops up that's real special. You just got to have it. But I'm telling you, they got tons and tons of watch faces that are all free. So to me, there's no need to buy any, honestly. Not unless you come across one that knocks your socks off and you just feel compelled to purchase it. Other than that, you're not going to need to do that. So in an unboxing experience, nothing special. That's why I didn't even bother to do it. You just get the charging cable. You don't get the charging, the charger, which would have been nice. I just don't like people, I don't like companies that sell anything and don't give you the charger, especially if they know you need to charge it. The charger should be in the box, honestly. Now, it's not a bad presentation, but my thing is it should come with a charger. Okay, not just a charging cable. It should come with a charger. And something else I want to say real quick. I mentioned that this has IP68 water and dust resistance. OnePlus, why would you give this IP68 and you couldn't put that on the OnePlus 12? Come on. Come on, OnePlus, please. With the OnePlus 13, please put IP68 water and dust resistant on that device. Okay? If we got to pay a little extra for it, so be it. But there's people that want that peace of mind. There's people that work around water. They just want to know if they drop their water in the sink, in the tub, they can be in the shower with their phone. Some people they just want to do certain things with their phone. And if it's just splash resistant, that ain't enough. That ain't going to make them feel at ease. You know what I mean? So, yeah, please put IP68 water and dust resistance on that. But anyway, back to the watch. I do like this watch. Like I said, it feels very premium. I wish the watch face was offered in a bigger version, like maybe a 48 millimeter or a 50 millimeter. I just want something larger than 46. I know 46 is the standard, but why not make a small one for women that may be interested in that? They like a smaller watch face, or some men may like a smaller watch face. Then you got the 46 millimeter that will be in the middle. And then you got the 48 millimeter that be for a lot of guys that like large watch faces. I know a lot of guys at my job, they love large watch faces. I know I do too. So come on, you guys, start making larger watch faces. Men want larger watch faces. Give us different choices. Give us a small, medium, and a large. That would be cool. But I like this watch. So my first impressions, I'm impressed, and I could definitely recommend this watch. So far, the operations of it is good. It has Wear OS. I forgot to mention that. Wear OS 4. Now the Samsung has Wear OS 2, but they're a little different. They look different. They operate different. And I just like the way Samsung does it a little bit better. But I definitely like this watch. So thank you all for taking the time to view this content. I do appreciate it. Hope everybody out there staying safe, staying well, and I'll check you guys out in the next one. Give me about a week, and then I'll give you the full review. Peace.